Hey guys, it's Margaret, and today I'm bringing you my week in review. It's been, boy, probably 2 weeks since I've done this. I don't think I did this last week. We were camping. And to be honest, I almost didn't come over and host this today because it's been one of those weeks. So I put on the thumbnail, which, whatever, I'll have to fix it. But life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. That's a quote from John Lennon. And that's what I feel like what it's been like the last week or two. So yeah, I almost didn't come on today. I was telling Randy, I'm not feeling, I don't know, peppy or happy or whatever. And I almost didn't come to talk to you, but then I thought, you know what? This is real, and I think it's important because who am I addressing? I'm addressing people who do the same thing as me, who work for themselves and who are, having to make their own schedule and juggle life and work and everything. And it's not all sunshine and roses all the time. And so I felt like it was important for me to go ahead and come on and just say, look, this is what's going on and this is what I'm struggling with. And maybe you're struggling with this too. I don't know if you can hear my cat throwing a fit in the background either, but he is having a meltdown. So anyway, hello. Hi, Joni and Kelly in Nevada. And hello, other Kelly. Hello. Thanks for coming over. Hey, Jeff. How's it going? So yeah, I wrote notes. And so what I was feeling like today was, and you may have noticed I haven't been doing as many videos lately. I have quite a few recorded, but I haven't even felt like editing and uploading them. So I don't know. It's just been one of those weeks or two. I make all these plans. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my Amazon shipment out. I'm going to get these eBay things done. And then life happens, Thursday and Friday, I spent most of the, good golly, do you hear that cat? Luke, enough. Yeah, I spent Thursday and Friday mostly with my mom and up at the kids' school. It's been challenging, like juggling everything lately. We've had some issues with some bullying going on with my son. Let me just throw that out there. My son over the years has had some bullying incidents happening with him, and I just lost it this week. I just had it. I know this is not reseller related, but it's mom related, and I just said that's it. I've seen things happen. I've seen things happen. He's told me about things, and I just don't feel like enough was being done about it. So, this week and there was an incident last week. There was an incident this week, and I just started like emailing the to the teacher. There's no other word for it than mom. So I'm emailing the teacher, the counselor, the principal. And I'm just putting in there, look, these kids are not being sent to the office. These kids are not, nothing's happening to them other than a slap on the wrist. And if something big were to happen, then they'd go to the office and like nobody would know because, the teacher's been brushing it under the rug, or saying, oh, sit out of recess or something like that. So I just told them, I'm going to make a nuisance of myself. Be ready. Every time my kid comes home or every time I see something happen, sorry, totally not related, but I'm venting. This is what life is. So I'm going to document it. If you're not, I am. So you're going to be getting an email from me every single time I see something or he comes home and tells me this happened because it needs to be done. So yeah, that's part of what's been going on lately, and then getting my mom to all her appointments and things like that. So yeah, thanks, latest Grace. Hi, Angie. Yes, so it's been mom stuff, just and I don't know about you guys, but my older brother was bullied really bad in school. And so I'm very, very sensitive to it. I wasn't, or if I was, they didn't do it long because I was small, but I was stupid. And I would jump first and ask questions later. So, they didn't poke me too often. But my brother was a target, and apparently my son is as well. So hey, Diana. Hey, Kelly. Mom's doing okay. So yeah, she fractured her ankle a while back. And so she's got her appointment this week to see if they can finally get this boot off of her. And then we had a neurologist appointment on Friday, and I was fussing at my mom if you guys don't know, my mom had some stroke. Well, we think they were strokes, but now they're not sure if they were strokes or seizures. They mimicked strokes if they were seizures. So we've been juggling all of this. So my mom and dad have been kind of trying to downplay things. And so when we go to the neurologist, we were supposed to go together, right? Yesterday. Wait, today's Sunday. No, it was Friday. We're supposed to go together. I get to their house and they've left without me, first of all. Second of all, I get there and, you know, we're waiting and I'm like, you're going to tell them about this, this, and this, right? And my mom's like, oh, no, let's just leave, you know, let's just not. I'm like, Mom, you know, this is important. The doctor needs to know, you know, you can't remember your phone number. You know, the doctor needs to know that we were talking the other day and you couldn't remember my brother. You know, this is important stuff, right? So we get there again, also not, but this is what's been going on. I mean, I think this has been affecting like everything. So we're talking about it, and you know, I asked her, you know, when the doctor comes in, like, okay, Mom, you need to let her know about the phone number thing. You need to let her know about my brother thing, you know. And they're just downplaying. My dad is like, he wants her to drive again. He's like, we need to get her behind the wheel again. And I don't have a problem with that, but I think the doctor needs to know, right? All this stuff. So I do, you know, and I you know, they know I'm going to rat them out. So I do. And the doctor's like, okay, yeah, I do need to know these things. One, she, you know, and I think it was good for my mom to hear. My mom doesn't want to have me keep driving her, which I don't mind, but she doesn't want that, which I get. But at the same time, like the things that are happening, the doctor tells her, okay, these are treatable things. We can, you know, adjust your medication because she's on the seizure medication. We can adjust this and it'll be okay. We can work it out. But then she's like, if you don't let us know these things are happening and we don't adjust and fix these things, you're going to have a big episode and that's going to be a problem. And so that's what I tell my mom. So sitting there like, okay, Mom, would you rather worry about me driving you around, or would you rather have a big episode and worry about me feeding you your pudding? You know, like you choose, you know, let's tell her what's going on so we can fix this, you know, or else I don't mind driving you. I'd rather drive you around than like change your diapers and feed you pudding, which I would also do. But come on, if we can nip this in the bud, let's do it. Okay, so that's what's been going on for real. All right, let me say hi in the chat. And again, not reseller related, but it's life. You know, if you're working for yourself and you're juggling being a mom and you're juggling being a daughter and trying to like have a business on top of that, and so, I mean, that's probably why I'm feeling like I am, just like it's been kind of rough. So Jazzy Rez says those boots are horrible. I hope she gets out of it. A year and a half ago, was in for 6 months, worst 6 months ever. Let me tell you this. She's been in it for 2 months. They went to Italy. They had planned their trip to Italy. She had to go to Italy in that boot. It was horrible. It was horrible. Because you know it's not wheelchair accessible. And she's got one of those little walker things that you can like push and sit on. She can't push that thing around Venice. Come on. So it was just miserable for her. But I'm glad she went anyway. So I'm looking in the chat. Hey, Dandy's mom. And Julie says she's working with the same issues there. She's with me. Yay. So anyway, that's what I've been dealing with this week, or not dealing with, but working with. So I was writing notes to myself for what I wanted to talk about, because I was, like I said, I was struggling about coming on and just talking about, like, I'm just not feeling it. It's been a rough week. And let's see, what did I say? But like I said, I wanted to keep it real, and, you know, maybe me sharing, this is the real struggles. Like maybe it will help somebody else. Because when I sit back and I look at everything, when I, you know, take a step back and try to look at the big picture, I should be happy, right? I mean, I live in a house and I have running water and everybody's relatively healthy, and like I am still making sales, and I am, you know what I mean? Big picture, I should be happy, but because of these things, it's just a struggle lately. It's been really a big struggle. That's what I put. Everything should equal up to happiness, but right now it's like a push. It's a push. Like even just, and I love making videos. And so even that's been a push. So I don't know. And when I started doing these, you know, week in review, like hitting the reset button type of thing, it's kind of why, because I would just get into these ruts and not, you know, do anything to fix it before it was, and then it would be too late and I'm depressed and whatever. So I don't know. And maybe it helps. Oh, Joni says she was in a boot for a good part of a year. Oh boy. Oh man. Jazzy says I crushed my foot when a scooter fell on me. I took a corner too fast and went, oh, ouch. Okay, all right. So I'm looking at my notes, make sure I didn't. Okay, all right. So let me jump actually into the different topics that I like to talk about. So the first one is work-related stuff. So as you guys may know, I've been focusing a lot on merch by Amazon. I've put out quite a few videos lately about merch, and it will probably continue. I'll probably be putting out at least one a week on merch. If you haven't applied yet, I really encourage you to do that, even if you feel like you're not a shirt designer, because for goodness sakes, neither am I. My #1 selling shirt is just a word, one word on it, and that's it. So like, if I can do it, trust me, you can do it. And actually, Randy and I are going to be starting a series where we're just talking about, because he is a graphic designer, or he doesn't do that for a job anymore, but so we're going to be doing some videos where he's talking to me about things, and I'm a complete novice, whatever level is under novice, and whatever level is under beginner, that's me. So where he's just talking to me and trying to figure out, you know, what's the best way to move forward. So I heard the front door open. Randy, is that you? Oh, okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I am. Oh, okay. He didn't want to disturb me. We don't go through our front door, so it freaks me out when somebody comes through the front door. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we're going to be doing some videos. Hopefully, we're going to try to find a day. Catherine said it's a ghost. So we're going to try to find a day and a time to commit to it, because he's as busy as I am. He's super busy. So we're going to try to find that time. And then I've been doing some merch videos with Joe Clay. And we met up, we did a video with, my brain just went, Mike Peterson, he's the treasurer now. And so Joe Clay started the group called the Merch University, Merch by Amazon University. And then we just sort of collabed on that, because I had people asking me, hey, are you going to start a merch group? And I was like, oh, I don't want to start a merch group too, because Joe already started one. And so I talked to him, and so we decided, okay, we'll go in together and do this. Merch by Amazon University. There's also one for green roomers, but you have to be in the green room. So there's that if you're interested to. And even if you haven't got approved yet, jump onto that, because by the time you do, and here's my thing. Right now it's just t-shirts, but we're thinking, this is all speculation, that Amazon is going to start moving into other areas like mugs or tote bags or, hoodies, tank tops, who knows what. They're going to really probably start competing. What did you say? Undies. Oh, brother, undies. They're going to probably start competing with these print-on-demand shirt places like Teespring and Redbubble and things like that. So it's great. It'd be really great if you got in on the ground level. Joni, you're approved and you don't know what to do. Okay, that's why Randy and I are going to do these videos, and that's why Joe Clay and I have been doing videos. Like, now what, right? And I don't know how to use Illustrator, so the way I do it is with some apps and with PicMonkey. And I did do a video about an app and PicMonkey. So if you have any, look at those and see. And then Randy's going to start teaching me how to use some of these higher, like, I don't know if we're going to do Illustrator. We haven't decided yet. So that's coming. And so Joe's got a YouTube channel now too, called Merch University, I think is what it's called. And then, the Facebook groups. So we're going to be working on that. And believe me, if I am a super, super duper duper beginner, if I can do it, so can you. And it's doing really well. I mean, this month is already looking like it's going to surpass the last two. The last 2 months I had $600 profit, and I'm not saying that as like braggy, but when I see people's numbers, other people's numbers, it gets me so motivated. Like, okay, this is something I can do. Jazzy said, I made my 100th listing last night. Yay! Or just like James, my son, gave me an idea. So he and I sat down and put a shirt design together for him. And so he's been coming and giving me ideas for shirt design. So even just, your kids, your mom, your whoever, Kelly says, it's very hard, Margaret, with everything you have on your plate. Says, I have all the respect in the world for you as HHA of 25 years. Most children don't do what you're good. Thank you. Right now, something would sell. That's the ticket, right? You got to keep trying until something sells. Okay, and then eBay and Etsy. Actually, I think because of fourth quarter, I'm actually getting some good sales, even though I'm not listing very much. That cat, he's just yowling. Somebody won't let him in. When he's on the wrong side of the door, he goes bananas. So he wants in the boys' room right now, and he's just going bonkers. They're in there. Yeah, let him in. Go in. Yeah, put him in there. Kristen says, where can I find the Merch by Amazon Facebook groups? So if you type in Merch by Amazon University, there's that one. And then there's a couple other ones. There's one Chris Green has. I think it's just called Merch by Amazon. And then I'll have to look and see, because there's one other one that I'm in too. That they're just really good resources. People don't tell you what they're making shirts of, but they give you tips and other things like that, or answer questions. I found them very helpful anyway. So, and I don't know if you guys have kids, but I do. This is the week of Thanksgiving, so that means the kids are home all week. So that's going to just throw another monkey wrench into stuff. But what we've decided, when I say we, I mean my husband and I, is that I am going to work on my FBA pile. So I feel like if I can get that stuff sent in, because now's the time, like it probably won't be processed by Black Friday, but if I can get, the shipment started and maybe out the door Monday or Tuesday, this is the time to do it. And then after we get this FBA stuff sent out finally, then next week I'll start working more on getting photographs and things up for eBay, because it's it's that time of year, and goodness knows I'm still buying stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys are hitting it right now with that. Let's see. Jazzy Rest says kids are in touch with the trends, and Greg Valley Picker Hay says this is the time. It is the time to send it all in, get it all in. And the thing is, I haven't sent in used games before, and I have a ton that I want to send in. But anyway, I got all the stuff, like the wrap and all the things I need to do to make it happen. Now it's just put the plan into action, right? Okay, this may be a quicker video than I thought. Well, I still have a little bit of notes here. So as far as YouTube goes, and you may have noticed I haven't been putting out as many videos. Oh, hang on, there's a question about shirt. What software do you use to create t-shirts? Diana asks. Pardon. I've been using PicMonkey, and then there's two apps that I've been playing with. One is WordSwag, and one is called Over. Chris Green did a bunch of videos about Over. I did one about WordSwag, and I did one about PicMonkey. A lot of people really recommend using Adobe products like Illustrator, Photoshop. I don't have those right now. Randy and I are looking at some Illustrator type softwares for me to use, or Illustrator. Just the thing is that Illustrator is pricey. It's worth it, but it's pricey. Hi, Mimi. So that'll be part of our process when he and I start making some videos. Hang on, there's a cat getting my foot. This is a really, come here, cat. People want to see you. I got her. I caught one, Ma. Like, say hi, Mimi. Hi, Mimi. There's Mimi. If you came here wanting some really good cat petting, you came to the right place. Jeff says you can get it cheap. Are you talking about Illustrator, Jeff? Or there were some other things Randy wanted me to look at too. But yeah, I think Illustrator you can get $20 a month or something like that. Yeah. And then there's also like a cloud service there, because otherwise, Jeff says use my affiliate link. I will. If we decide to go with that, I'm going to use your link. Because I think they have a cloud service as well. Patricia says you get Adobe Creative Cloud, all the Adobe products for 40 months for subscription. And see, when I taught, we used to get it because I could get a teacher discount for it, but it is pricey if you buy it outright. Let's see. One, Danny's mom said, you may have answered, but can you only do merch if you sell on Amazon? No, not at all. You can apply for merch. You don't have to sell on Amazon at all. So, and Randy's applied to sell, to do merch, but he has not been approved yet. It's been what, 2 months now, honey? Yeah, it's been a while. So apply now, and there's a wait. So, but just think, if you don't apply now, then you'll have to wait even longer when it gets even more awesome, in my opinion. If you have any more merch questions, throw them up there, and then I'll come back to them. So I was about to talk about YouTube. No problem. So last week I was on Nick Hill's channel. If you don't know, he's a good friend of mine. Nick Hills is a UK reseller. He just hit 10,000 subscribers, and then a bunch of us were on his channel because he hosted a Reseller's Price is Right for his, as a celebration for his 10,000 subscribers. It was so fun. And then he said, "Oh, when you get to 10,000, Margaret, we'll have to do that for you." But I'm not even at 7,000 yet, so it might be a while. But it was so much fun. So if you didn't get a chance to watch it, go check out Nick Hill's channel. And it was me. Oh gosh, I'm gonna forget who all was there. Me, Zahir and his wife Rebecca, Steve Hicksey, Caroline Matthews, Nick, his wife Andrea. Is that it? I feel like somebody else was there. Sean was supposed to be there. Kim was supposed to be there, but they couldn't come. Okay, so but that was a lot of fun. It was a really good idea too. So go check it out. Kristen says, "How do you find inspiration and trending ideas for your shirts?" That's a good question too. I just kind of look around at like Pinterest and things like that to start with. There is a course, and I don't normally push courses, but Mike Peterson, the Treasure Gnome, has a course. I'm taking it right now, and then I was waiting to say something in case, it's like I want to check it out first before I say, "Oh yeah, this is really good. You should do this." If I see results, then I'll say, "Look, I'm not getting any money. Here's what his course is, $40 or whatever, and here's the results." So, but I'm waiting till I'm done and seeing results. So, what's the merch link again? I think it's merch.amazon.com or something like that. I'll have to look and see in just a second. And then on my channel last week, Glenn Zubia, who's Hustler Hacks, and Young came on. They have a podcast called Merch Minds, and so we hosted it live on my channel, and Young is going to upload it. They have their Merch Minds podcast on iTunes. So that was really fun having them, and it went way over. It was like an hour and a half. We had such a good time talking, and it was live, and we were taking questions from the chat. So be on the lookout too, because I'm going to be doing more merch videos with myself, with Joe Clay, with Mike Peterson, with my husband. So if it sounds like there's a lot of questions and people are really interested, because it's really good opportunity. Let's see. And then as far as one other business aspect that I'm thinking about is I am thinking about going to the guy that's our pack master for our den, which is for Boy Scouts. He's a lawyer, and he drew up on what? Cubmaster, whatever, Cubmaster. He drew up my LLC paperwork for whenever I was doing my business. So I want to go talk to him about what would it take for me to come up with a contract for merch. Like, let's say there's a company in my area that wants to make shirts, but if they go to a shirt printer, they have to pay for everything up front, and they have to kind of guesstimate like how many larges do I need and how many mediums and how many, you know what I mean? And they have to order it all in advance and then go sell them to make their money back. And so I'm trying to find a way to put my service out there where, let's say the library, or let's say, I don't even know, I can't think of one off the top of my head. They want to make shirts as a fundraiser. They want to make shirts to sell. But it's a lot, to do up front. And you might have, what if I order too many smalls and then we're stuck with like 5 extra smalls or whatever. So I want to go to him and say, how could we draw up some kind of contract where I could upload the design for them, and then they could have a link to hand out for people to order their shirts, and then we would split the money, or if it was the library or somewhere else, then it would be a fundraiser for them, so I wouldn't take a profit off of it. But with merch, it's cool because the sales still count for your numbers to bump you up to the next level. So I was talking to Randy about that, like how would I would have to have some kind of contract, right? Because anybody could come back and say, oh, she stole my design or whatever, you know what I mean? If I were to do something like that. Kelly says, do you have an LLC name? Someone was just telling me to do that last night. Yeah, I'm Texas Gal Treasures. everywhere. It's me, Texas Gal Treasures LLC. Well, I figure I went ahead and did it because things just started expanding. You know, it wasn't just eBay and Etsy anymore. And then it was Amazon, and then it's YouTube, and then now it's merch, and so it's sort of spreading out into all these other areas. So it felt like I needed something that just kind of like covered it all. Oh yeah, I did. I paid for the LLC. I had got the paperwork done, and I just felt like it was the right thing to do. It was at that point, not that I'm making $1 bazillion or anything like that, but just to kind of cover all the different aspects of what I'm doing. It's not just I'm a hobby seller, you know, I'm a part-time seller. I mean, I am, but then I'm also like YouTube, and I'm also, you know, doing all these different things. So I felt like it was the right thing to do, you know. I don't know, that's what I did. So anyway, I'm hoping that I can figure out how to work the merch contract thing, and maybe it would help some people out, because there's a lot of small businesses or a lot of like organizations that might want shirts around, but that's a lot of upfront money to buy shirts. But then I was thinking, how am I going to present that so that they think that I'm, you know, like not just because who do you go to? I mean, it sounds too good to be true. Like, yeah, just give me your design, and then you don't have to pay anything, and then we'll get shirts made. You can have the link, and then you can make money, and I can make money too. You know, it just doesn't sound like a real thing. And most people, it's not something that everybody knows about. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I was just thinking about it. That's all. And then, so the last bits that I like to kind of talk about are just what's going on around the house, even though I kind of already talked a bit. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? So we've been working more at home about decluttering and kind of getting things out. And I started getting nervous because at Christmas time, just things start, you know, coming into the house more. And I'm getting nervous about it already. So we're just trying to be proactive and donates. We took 5 bags to donate. So he can't hear me now. He's doing something. Oh, he does hear me. He doesn't know if I'm talking to him or not. Hey, Outdoor Wrangler, how's it going? So yeah. So another thing this is a strange thing we're working on is trying to figure out what to do with the cats at bedtime, which is totally off topic. But so the cats, you know, when we were going through all this ringworm stuff, they were secluded in the office, but now they're so used to it that when it's bedtime, we still put them in the office, because if we don't, then the cats are like all over the place. If we keep the door shut, as you heard earlier, the cats start meowing. Luke goes bananas if he can't get in or out of a door. So we have to leave all the bedroom doors open if we keep him out at night. And if we keep the kittens out at night, then they like to chew on Legos and go bananas in my kids' room. So we're still trying to figure that out, because the dining room is now turned into my husband's office. Anyway, so that's the real struggle with my house right now. Yeah, if I can get the boys to put Legos away. That's never going to happen, though. Kristen says, have you thought about selling your shirts for merch by Amazon on other sites like Redbubble, Society6 yet? I have done some on Teespring. So, and I've actually sold 1 or 2 shirts on Teespring. I haven't put them all up there, but I've put some. So yeah, I have. I haven't done Redbubble, or I haven't even heard of Society6, but I've heard of Redbubble, and what was the other one? Zazzle? Maybe that was it. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Nancy, how's it going? Julie says, I almost get claustrophobic when I see all the unwrapped gifts under the tree. Where do I put it all? Exactly. That's how I feel. Just like I'm already worried about it because it's coming. It's coming. Outdoor Wrangler says, I got my first cha-ching last night. Awesome. Awesome. And then, so as far as, pardon, the health and wellness aspect that I like to hit on, you may know I've been working on walking 2 miles every day. Yesterday and the day before, I didn't get that in. We decided yesterday we were going to go have a fun day, and we did. We went to, there's a place here called the Kima Boardwalk where it's just like rides and restaurants and things like that, games like carnival type games. So we went there, spent way more money than we probably should have, but we had a good day. We went out, rode rides, played games, We ate at this restaurant called the Aquarium that has this big, ginormous, like Shark Tank type aquarium in the middle of it. So you sit around this big, ginormous aquarium. And so we went and ate there. And so we did. We went and just had a really, really good day. The kids got hot chocolate. I mean, because it was finally cold. So we just did. We haven't done that in so long. We were just talking because Randy's been working his tail off. I've been doing all the stuff I do. And so we're just like, we need to just go have a good, fun day. Just go play. And we did. And so that was really nice. So we went today to go walk, but I was running short on time. We have a birthday party in a little while. So I only walked about 1.5 miles today. But then the boys and I are going to be going to walk every day. And I've already told them, you're coming. We're going to walk, right? We're going to walk 1 mile. And then, because I walk around this park. So I said, we're going to walk 1 mile. And then we'll go play. And then we'll go walk another mile. So they're just going to have to do it with me. Now, I need to get my food under control. That's the whole other aspect of that. Because it doesn't matter if I walk 2 miles a day. If I pick up 2 kolaches on the way home, it doesn't matter, right? So now the next step is tackling the food. So yeah, and that's pretty much all I've got. I mean, other than the trying to plan for some fun for me, I haven't done a whole lot of that. But yeah, so I am hoping that everything is going okay with you guys. I'm considering. Let me know in the chat. I want to maybe have a short hangout after show. Because I haven't done that before. So I thought, well, I could drop the link in there. And if, we can have some people, if you want to come chat for a minute, I've got 10 or 15 minutes to hang out. And then we can go our separate ways because we got a party to go to in a little while. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming to watch. And honestly, I feel way better now than I did when I started. Because I was not, if you saw at the beginning, you saw I was just not really wanting to do the show today. And not feeling it with everything that's been going on. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat for the after show. So if you're there, you can come say, hey, how's it going? And again, appreciate it. If you have not already, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, because I'm getting pretty close to 7,000 subscribers. That would be pretty cool. Nevada says, I noticed something. You seem much happier than you did at the start of the video. I think making videos is a mood lifter for you. And it's great for you and for us. It really is. It is a mood lifter for me. And I have to remember that. I've been just dragging my feet. Kelly says, how do you get in? When I say bye and I stop the video, then right where you're chatting, I'll put a link there. And then you just click on it. And it should bring you here. Okay? All right. So again, thanks so much. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again. Bye.